Okay, right, now we've got a 7-mark question. So we're working in the countries worksheet, which I've opened. Insert a formula function in cell B2, which is there, to determine if there are 2 or more words in a country's name in column A. So New Zealand obviously has 2, Turkey just has 1. Words are separated by the hash, we can see that. Display the message more if there are 2 or more words and 1 if there's only 1. So this looks like a if function to me, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's have a look at the hint. Use a function to determine the position of the first hash character. So I'm going to use the building blocks on the side here, and I'm going to do that. So how do I work out the position of something? Well, I go to find. So I can click on find here and then go to f of x. And what do I need to do for find? Well, I must find the text. What's the text that I'm looking for? The text I'm looking for is hash, and I'm looking for it within New Zealand. I don't need to worry about the start number where I start looking. That will just work. So I press OK, and you can see that with New Zealand it's 4. I'm just going to go down a few of these, not all of them. You can see with Turkey it's 7. So that gives us something quite interesting here. If I look at Turkey, if it's 1 word in the name of the country, then my hash is going to be the last character in there. So if I can do another function here that tells me how many characters are in here, which again is the function length, so len, click on that, it lets me, and then f of x, so I can see what the length of that text is. And that's 12. I'm just going to copy these down so you can see. Right, so if we have a look at New Zealand, we can see that the first hash is at 4, and the length of the words together, the characters, is 12. So obviously in this case there is a hash in the middle of this, which means that New Zealand is more than 1 word. So here we've got Turkey. Turkey is an example of a 1-word country, and when I find the first hash is at 7, and because it's 1 word, that hash is at the end. So I've now got a situation where I can tell by looking at these numbers without even looking at the words here that this is going to be 66 is going to be 1 word, and 715 is going to be 2 words. So I've got a logical test now. Now I can start to use my if function. Remember, if we've got a choice between 2 things, it tends to usually be if. So let's go to if. Let's press f of x. Let's look at the logical test. What is the logical test? Well, the logical test is if, oops, I've gone to help by mistake. The logical test is if this one equals this one. If that one equals that one, we can say something. What can we say? Well, if that one equals that one, then we can say that the country is 1 word. If the country is 1 word, then I must write 1 here. I'll write it exactly as they do in the question. And if that's not true, that must mean the country is more than 1 word. So I'm going to put more there. And then just click on that just to see. And then we just go OK. So let's have a look. I'll copy that down as far as I've gone. We can see that the only 2 that are more than 1 word have been correctly identified. So that tells me that I've got the answer right, and I've got 7 marks.